I interviewed two major real estate brokerages, and even though they offered many of the same things, the experiences felt completely different. Before these interviews, I thought choosing a brokerage would come down to the commission split, but I realized after interviewing these companies that there's so much more to consider, especially when starting out as a brand new agent. If you're new to my channel, I recently passed the California real estate exam, and I've been documenting my journey toward becoming a real estate agent here in San Diego. One of the biggest decisions I have to make before activating my license is choosing which brokerage I want to join. I'm not going to reveal the names of the companies or reveal any confidential information. Instead, I want to explain what the actual interview process was like, what I learned from it, and what I'm looking for in a brokerage. Going into my first interview, I expected the environment to be much more intimidating. I felt it would be like a traditional job interview where I had to dress nicely, give all the right answers, and convince the company that I deserved to work there. But that really wasn't the case. A brokerage interview is also an opportunity for the agent to interview the brokerage. It's your chance to explain what you want for your career and also to ask questions and to ask whether the company can actually provide the environment and support that you actually need. Of course, you still want to present yourself professionally. However, the conversation isn't only about whether they want you, it's also about whether or not you want them, supporting and representing you and your business. Before the interviews, I assumed that the commission splits would be one of the biggest deciding factors. Naturally, everybody wants to keep as much of their commission as possible. However, as I'm becoming a new agent, I realize that the highest split doesn't automatically mean the best opportunity from a brokerage. Keeping a large percentage won't help me much if I don't know how to generate business, work with a client, or even close a transaction from beginning to the end. Passing the real estate exam taught me all the information required to become licensed, but it didn't teach me everything I'll encounter while working in the field. That's why training, mentorship, and accessibility have become more important to me than just simply choosing whichever brokerage offers the higher number. Even though both brokerages offered several similar resources, both experiences felt very different. One conversation felt more focused on general advice, mindset, and personal discipline required to succeed in real estate. Some of that advice was actually valuable and honest. I was reminded that agents must manage their money carefully, reinvest in their businesses, and also consistently show up in their business, even when nobody is supervising them. The other interview gave me a much more detailed explanation of what beginning my career there would actually look like. We discussed training, mentorship, legal support, marketing resources, office access, and how a new agent can receive guidance through their first transactions. Neither approach was necessarily wrong, and I'm not saying at all that one of the companies is bad. However, one company left me with much a clearer understanding of the support I would receive as a new agent. The difference taught me that two companies could advertise many of the same benefits, but the way those resources are explained and how comfortable you feel asking questions can completely change your impression. After comparing both interviews, I had narrowed down my decision to 4 major factors: training, mentorship, costs, and schedule. First is training. Training is my highest priority because I don't want to enter the field assuming that passing the real estate exam means that I'm totally prepared. I want to learn how to handle contracts and disclosures, work with buyers and sellers, conduct open houses, generate business, and understand the entire process from the first conversation all the way to closing. Starting without the proper training could lead to costly mistakes and making an already difficult career even harder. The second factor is mentorship. During my first few transactions, I want an experienced person that I can reliably contact when I encounter situations I've never handled before. Real estate transactions can involve serious legal and financial responsibilities. I don't want a mentor that only exists on paper. I want someone who can help me understand what to do, why I'm doing it, and how to help me improve for the next transaction. The third factor is costs. I'm not necessarily looking for the cheapest brokerage. I'm looking for the best balance between affordability, structure, and actual value. One company might charge more upfront, but also provide additional tools and support, while another company may have lower recurring costs, but may deduct more from each transaction. The number alone doesn't tell the entire story. I have to understand what I'm paying, when I'm paying it, and whether those resources will realistically help me build my business. The fourth factor, and possibly the biggest practical challenge, is the schedule. I currently work Monday through Friday, from 6 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon. A lot of real estate training happens during the morning or early afternoon. So I have to determine whether these classes are available either after work, online, or through recordings. A brokerage may offer an amazing training program, but it only benefits me if I'm able to participate in it. After comparing both experiences, I currently have a front runner. That simply means that one brokerage is leading currently, but it doesn't mean I've made a final commitment. The front runner appears to offer a combination of detailed training, hands-on mentorship, marketing resources, legal support, and office accessibility that I'm looking for as a new agent. I also felt that the person interviewing me understood what I'm trying to build. By the time I attended that interview, I had already started my YouTube channel, and I explained that I wanted to document my transition into real estate. Instead of treating content creation as something separate from the business, she understood why social media could become an important part of building my brand. That stood out to me because I'm not looking for a place just to hang my license. I'm looking for an environment that supports the agent that I'm trying to become. Even with the front runner, I'm not activating my license immediately. As stated in my previous video, I'm still preparing financially for startup and recurring costs that come with beginning this career. Those costs can include brokerage fees, insurance, realtor association dues, MLS access, marketing expenses, and other business necessities. I don't want to activate my license and immediately feel pressured to close a transaction just to cover my expenses. Choosing a brokerage is only one part of being prepared. I also want enough financial stability to begin building my business consistently and deliberately. My next step is to continue saving, learning the San Diego market while documenting this process. When I'm closer to being financially ready, I'll reconnect with my front runner, confirm the current costs, the commission structure, and the training schedule before making my final decision. Until then, I'm going to prepare as much as I can before my license becomes active. Passing the exam was just one milestone. Now I'm learning where and how to begin matters just as much. If you're also preparing to enter real estate, what factors would matter to you when choosing a brokerage? Training, mentorship, costs, flexibility? Let me know in the comments, and hopefully you may like and subscribe if you're interested in following me in my journey in real estate here in San Diego.